Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the long dark, obviously. I do hope this isn't going to be my last stream for this run, but there's a good chance that it will be, depending on the weather and how brave I'm feeling, because as was mentioned during the last stream, going out and hunting the cougar is a distinct possibility. I need decent weather, not too cold, enough firewood, finding the location I'm going, all that kind of thing. I have no idea whether I'm brave enough to do that at this point. The other possibility is going hunting the bear, which strangely has its own risks because of the cold. But it's actually more survivable than possibly going after an animal I've never hunted before. And which doesn't bleed out, so if it doesn't drop dead on that first shot, I'm going to have to wait around for it to come back. And we'll see what happens. Alright, what time of day is it? It is morning. Do I have food on me? I do. Yield sprain risk. I'm going to need more water.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
It's freezing out here. I do not fancy a trip across the ice in that direction. Trying to get to the cougar. I don't fancy going after the bear either. It's actually easier to survive off fish in this weather because I don't have as far to go. And I can take cover in the fishing hut itself. But this is not fantastic weather for this. Oops, I forgot. I'm actually heading after rabbits. I can never remember whether it's left or right from here. I think it was this way, yeah. And I can already tell there's no rabbits here. The good news is I've got rabbit skins to keep me going for a while. But as you can see, the cold is already catching up with me. Which is undesirable. Now granted, if I made it to the cougar's location, I would be lighting fires, I could take a... wow, yeah, it's getting cold very quickly. Definitely not desirable. Shades of Vintage Story. I'm actually doing the same thing there. I don't think my clothing is really up to scratch, but I don't have the means of making anything better. Let's see. I've got cloth. I don't have enough sticks. The reason I'm saying I don't have enough sticks is if I'm stuck over there in the cougar's territory, I'm probably going to have to build a snow shelter, and I need sticks for that. Let's get her warmed up. That's all that's necessary. There's not much more I can make. I'm not sure there's much more I can really do except wait for the break in the weather. Unless I decide I'm going to go and do a fishing run. Which is a possibility. Yeah. Really not too happy with this. I'm just going to pick up some stuff here. I can hear a ptarmigan over in the distance. Yeah, you see, it's cold even here. If I had the fur, I'd spend the day happily making storage chests, but I don't. Where's my other hacksaw? Hmm. Get 13 calories on a scrap of meat. I am now open to suggestions. I have bandages of various kinds, which if I get mauled by the cougar, I will need. It's not a case of if. It's going to, well, might get away with it. Is there any tidying up I can do around here to pass the time? Not really. I know I picked up that water. Hmm. Question also is how long is it going to take me? Yeah, it's still freezing here. Let's have a quick run. See if we can find any fur. Oh, and sticks. And definitely sticks. I put some sticks away, didn't I? Pretty certain I did. Gives me an excuse to get out and combat the cabin fever, which I've never had. Well, I say I've never had. I've never had full-blown cabin fever in the game, just the risk of it. So I'm not quite sure what happens. Yep, I can hear the ptarmigan again. Yeah, there's two of them. No, one of them. Thought I saw two. Oh no. That one's alerted to my presence. Yeah, but you can see I'm already to the point of complaining. And it's not getting any warmer, which is a bit of a drat moment. Oops. Oh no, we're okay.
Starting to feel numb.
Yep. You can see that short little walk, which is going to be less than the walk to the Cougar's territory, is already damaging me quite substantially. Oh, drat. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Oh, that's a lot of sticks. Did I not put sticks away? I thought I did. Ah, yes, I did. Oh, yes, we're going to start using this. So, what am I going to do?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Complain, complain, complain. Let's see. Wow. Let's transfer what we can. This place is going to end up stuffed with useful bits and pieces where I will then forget where they are. Yeah. Oh, it's mildly better, and it is... Hang on. Yeah, late in the day. Yeah. There's a sort of temptation to take a chance. Go over that way. Spend the night. Try and deal with the Cougar in the morning. Honestly, if I'm going to take chances like that, I'd rather do it with the bear. What we can do, though, is I think I am going... Let's at least cook up this lot. So I'm going to do this inside. Oh, no, it's okay. I'll sacrifice a piece of cedar. I've got 9 cedar, so 8 should be. And I know I put... Where did I put the... Yeah. I'm going to keep the other reclaimed wood.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Although there is more outside still, actually. Yeah, I may as well cook up what I've got. Look at this. Advanced techniques for cooking. Not really. It's one that I've had recommended to me on numerous occasions. May as well give Astrid a hot meal. Oops. Don't have a pot on me, unfortunately. No. Cedar at least is replaceable. The other thing that's replaceable is my sticks. Right. Well, that's the day mostly gone. the day's water. And it's late enough. Yeah, this is not going to be hugely exciting until the weather does something helpful to support my so-called limited cause. Well, finally my insomnia healed, just in time for the next glimmer fog, I have no doubt. And so there you see, 4 rabbits and a ptarmigan. 4 rabbits? Yeah, 4 rabbits and a... 4 rabbits and bits and a ptarmigan. Just enough food to get you through half the day. I know, that's not particularly funny. And it is absolutely freezing out here. I wouldn't get very far before I was in serious trouble. And all it takes is a few minutes to stop, and suddenly your hypothermia levels will go... Well, I did actually start suffering from hypothermia on one occasion, which was a first. Yeah, it wasn't just risk of hypothermia, it was actual hypothermia, and I don't think I'd ever experienced that before. You know what no, I'm not sure. I must have done, but I don't remember. But yeah, you can see I've stuck my nose out for just a few minutes, and it is getting very cold very quickly. Oh. And this is no better. Well, we can at the very least go check for rabbits. Just in case. Nope, I think I got all there was to have here. Hey Tony, hey Danny. Hello assorted fur babies. Hello Peanut. Hello Lola. And I'm sorry, Tony, I'm going to have to look up yours. Oh boy, yeah, this is not good weather to be hanging around in. Oh, I hunted them out, I have no doubt. One moment, please. Sooner or later, I'll get these memorized. Oh. Tony? I thought I had a list. Oh, yes. Hello, Furball. Hello, Smoke. Hello, Bug. There we go. I knew I was missing something. I do apologize. What am I doing? What can I do to improve my situation while I wait for the opportunity to go and get killed by something toothy? I'm not entirely sure. What have I got in terms of stuff? I've got rabbit pelts, I've got wolf. I don't have deer. I do need deer. Oh, I know what I can do. I can remanufacture some of my arrows. Yeah, that'll give me something to do. Well, oh boy. Didn't realize my knife was at such a low level. No, that's 5 arrows restored. You know, just in case I get in an extended fight with something. Although, honestly, if I need 28 arrows, I am in serious trouble. And the weather's now warm. It's tempting to dash after the bear. Very tempting. I'm not sure. What do we think? Go after the bear or go fishing? I know. Let's go see what... It's getting late. Let's go see. It's not freezing up here. Let's go see what it's like on the lake. Fortunately, I can get down there without huge risk. There is the possibility of a deer down there, but they are kind of close to 2 more wolves, but we'll see. Where's the way down? Oh, come on, where's the ice tunnel? Been a while since I went down on this end, so I'm not quite sure where it is. I am actually slightly bothered that I can't find the way down. I thought it was fairly close by. Is it down over here? It isn't. Where's the... Oh, I'm going out of my mind. I must be. Where's the ice tunnel? Well, okay, it's a good job I came out to take a look, because this is starting to bother me slightly. But to be kidding me. The number of times I have been up and down to the lake from this side, it is ludicrous that my memory is completely incapable of providing me with the location of the way down. It's literally impossible to miss, except for the fact that I have done the impossible and completely missed it. I thought it was literally within spitting distance of the cottage. I'm probably on top of it, aren't I? I am not. Am I going insane? Well, no, that's actually a pretty much an open question. Don't answer that. Here it is. See what I mean? How can you miss something as obvious as this? I'm just curious to see if it's actually colder down here, or if it shows up as colder. It appears not to be the case. I don't think I checked the boat for stuff. Well, it appears to be no colder down here, at least. It's not what you would call optimum conditions for hunting anything. Honestly, if a bear appeared that close, I would already be in serious trouble. Yeah, I think I'm pushing my luck a little bit. The good news is the way up is hard to miss. If you just keep following the shore line of the island, you're okay. Of course, if it was in the middle of the blizzard and I completely missed the island, I'd end up at the other shoreline, wondering where the heck I was going. Ah, yeah, and this is other sources of scrap metal and reclaimed wood, if I really need it. Alright, we'll give it one day. See what it's like in the morning. If conditions are, quotes, suitable, we'll either go after the bear or go after the cougar. If they're not suitable, we'll go fishing and wolf hunting. Because I need to do that. I need to do something like that at any rate. Although I do have emergency rations there, but I would rather leave those for the next time I have to go back to the Forsaken Airfield. Yeah, That's not a lot of food. That's enough for maybe one more day. Maybe. So yeah, I'm going to have to do something serious in the morning. Something which will result in food. So what we're going to do is skip through the evening. Keep our fingers crossed. This is going to be very tedious for everybody. Welcome to Drift Island. I can only imagine what this is like in Interloper. Colder seems to be a reasonable assumption. I was really hoping this was going to act like a sort of vacation, not realizing that it was going to be so much colder. And in case anybody's wondering, I don't really have the means to get much warmer, except I could sacrifice armor for warmth, because I do have a spare wolfskin coat. I could possibly do that. I might actually do that. Morning, Chris. How are you doing today? This is really, as I said, yeah, I've said it before, this is really not working out as anticipated. Option one was to hunker down and wait for conditions to improve, which is pretty much what I'm being forced to do. That bear would be awfully handy to have. It would actually give me the freedom to do more stuff. So we might I might take a bit of a chance. Excuse me, I tap my head. Yeah, because if I got the bear, that would be food for ages. And it would then give me the freedom to wait around. So how is your day going, Chris? Yeah, because if I wear this, only gives me half a degree. Yeah. Okay. Not. That's not going to make a huge difference. All right, let's see what we got. Well, it's a nice day. And it's not too bad. Bear hunt. Bear hunt it is. It's more than enough. 4 cedar. Yeah, that should do it. That's more than enough. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that I needed the food, this would be acceptable, I think. And I should be able to warm up in the float plane. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Yes, this is about as... This is the weather for hunting. And it's going to have to be the bear just because I need the food. Of course, this assumes that the bear cooperates. And everything else cooperates. Do I have... Yes, I do. Just in case I need to make a snow shelter. Hang on, what? I think it's again. It's right around the corner. I walked straight past it, didn't I? No, I didn't. I did. Oh, for heaven's sake. I am wasting time and it is irritating me. It's not that far around, it's off to my left. Sorry, right. Left, right. Let's make your mind up. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is cougar hunting weather. About as good as I'm going to get, or as I am going to do bear hunting weather, and hope that everything cooperates. Basic rule of thumb here, arguably, is kill the bear, quarter the bear, drag it out here, and then go up and down with the bits, unless I feel like going around the other side of the island and taking the travois up that way. And there's two wolves over there. Hopefully they are far enough away not to take a... Oh, there's another ptarmigan. Hopefully they're far enough away that I'm not going to attract undue attention. Yeah, just making sure I can gallop. Of course, the minor problem is I have to wait for the bear to show up. Bear hunting. The weather turned out about as good as it's going to get early in the morning. It's still, I'd say early in the morning, early-ish. If everything cooperates just right, I could get enough food to help. The major problem is going to be the bear cooperate. Oh, and there's wolves over there too. Wonderful. It has to be said, my usual experience of coming over this way is the bear is normally fairly close by. Oh, there's 4 wolves. Wonderful. Ay, 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 ay. If I have a there's the bear. If I have a choice between cougar and bear at this point, it's bear. For the simple reason that I need food. And this is as bad a good as weather as I'm going to get for going after either the cougar or the bear. And if I have... Oh! Trapped. Bear's not going to see me. Ooh, yeah. This is really, really unfortunate. Yeah, the trick here is you stand on the wing, shoot the bear as it approaches. I've seen the cougar once at a place where it wasn't supposed to be, but this is really, really not good. Like, really, really not good. The sane thing to do is to head straight back, but I... Blast.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
So, two possibilities. Great. Why can't I... Oh no, I got myself turned around. Yeah, two possibilities. One is wait to see if the fog clears. Second is wait. The problem is if the bear appears and it doesn't drop dead, I've got problems because given the weather, I might very well not be able to find it. Unless I get really, really lucky. So what we can do though is... not helpful. No idea. Like I say, if I follow that wing and keep going straight, I get back to the island. Hi, Anna. But, yeah. What time of day is it? At least it's not killing me with the cold yet. I reckon I got maybe an hour or two before I'm really going to have to make a decision about whether to try and stay the night and hope that things are better in the morning, or because if things aren't better in the morning, safe thing to do is simply cut my losses, head back. What time of day is it? It's getting on. It started out, Anna, as a nice clear day, not too cold. Got out here, glimmer fog came in. I had two choices, go after the cougar or go after food. I elected to go after food because I'm running out. If I head back now, I could probably get to the fishing hut and go fishing. I think I ought. I think I ought to head back. What do we think, Anna? Danny? Other long dark players? Opinions welcome. My inclinations are head back. I'm heading back. Let's put as much distance as I can between the float plane and a potential bear following me. I don't want to turn round, because if I do, I will lose track of which direction I'm going in. Good news is, yeah, I do know where I'm going. I've done this in a blizzard, I think. Now, what do you mean you would try it? Try waiting for the bear, or try not waiting for the bear? Problem is, there are wolves off to my left. The wind's in the wrong direction for them to smell me. But, yeah. Now I can take the chance to look behind me.
So tired.
It's not the jump scare so much. It started out as an ideal day for hunting, and then, yeah, like I said, the glimmer fog rolled in, and here I am. Good grief. This has got to be one of the most boring hours of the long dark live stream I've ever done. So that means tomorrow, yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be a fishing day. I have little choice. But you can see why food is a bit of a problem. That's all I've got left.
It's getting too heavy to carry.
That's... yeah. Fishing in the morning. Fishing in the morning. Piddling right now, so I'll be back in about 2 minutes. I'll see you then. thank you for the subscription. Whoever subscribed in the last hour or so, much appreciated. Thank you very much. Right, what am I doing? Put that away for starters. Yeah, I'm fishing in the morning. Oh, I could go now. Only reason I don't go now is I can't see wolves. You know what? Let's grab some more wood. I've got 4 cedar. I think I picked up. All right. Let's go fishing. I need a hammer. I've got my can, I believe. I've got a second axe, which is useful. Thank goodness for that. I have a can. Okay, we're going fishing. What wonderful weather for fishing. Yeah, this was ill-advised. Shouldn't have brought that much meat with me. Ooh, I came the wrong way. Never mind. Yeah, I did. This was not as well thought out as I would have liked. Oh, there we go. Oh, I did leave some. Okay.
I can barely walk with this much gear. getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Huh. Should have waited. Slept in the plane. Where's the travoy gone? Ah, there. Sorry? I don't understand.
Don't rest suit. I'm gonna faint.
Oh no, the weather cleared at night, so I could have, yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load.
Don't have another tip up? I thought I had 5. I must have left it somewhere. No, it's nothing to do with the fishing. Huh, I could have sworn that I had 5 fishing tip-ups. I must have left one somewhere. Right. Well...
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Everything's happening. In case anybody's wondering why I am dropping the fish immediately into the travois, it's simply so that I don't smell too much while I'm doing everything else. I swear it's warmer down here than it is up on the island. Oh, great. I really put that in a very awkward place. At this rate, she's not going to get any sleep tonight.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
This rate, I am going to have so much fish. Okay, I need to get her warmed up. Give you some idea how freezing cold it is. I think I'm gonna have to start a fire in a minute. Good to run. I think this is going to mark the end of it because I've almost filled up the travois. Ah. It is. It'll last me a few days.
It's so cold. Just think.
Okay. Oh, huh. Okay, I say. Huh. That's not a perfect situation, but still. That's alright. Don't worry about that too much. Huh.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
Okay, good news is got some sleep. Bad news is... Hang on. Oh, he's not that overweight either. I will take... Look at that. That turned into a successful trip. Didn't even need a fire. Good heavens. So... now the trick is to survive the trip back. Incredibly, she even got some sleep. Just hope I'm remembering the right way to go. Yes, I am. Did get it more or less correct, which is point the travois in the direction you wish to go, and then just follow that. Yeah, that's why I position the travois the way I do. The travois points in the direction I need to go. But having said that, even without that, yes, I could find my way in the fog or a blizzard. More or less. I would have been able to find my way here. Okay, there is plenty of wood. Well, it's the same with the float plane. That wing that's tipped over, if you follow the line of the wing, it brings you to the tip of the island off to the left. And then you just follow the island around. And you just follow the coast. And then it's pretty much impossible to miss the way up. My biggest problem is actually remembering the correct way around here. Which is sort of over this way. I think. I always get this wrong. I went the wrong way, probably. Or not. Yes. Yeah, there we go. All I have to do now is run up and down the stairs. Or something. Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I had that. If you want a nerve-wracking moment, it's a kernel panic. After you've done an operating system upgrade. I had that yesterday a few times. I wasn't happy. Yesterday? Day before? When I was running streaming the Linux version, I did have a few crashes, and always in the same location. I have not yet had the long dark crash on me running the Windows version. This is the Windows version I'm running in compatibility layer. Kernel panics are no fun.
Too heavy to carry.
Because you... Wow, that's heavy. I'm trying to remember which games have crashed on me during a live stream. The Long Dark, when I was running, like I say, a couple of times in with the Linux version. More recently, I've had... What else have I had crash on me? Arcadian Days did in the middle of a stream. That was probably it's either that was, I don't know whether that was a compatibility issue or not, but that was a hard crash and I had to reboot. Oh, the Long Dark crash was a hard crash and I had to reboot. So Arcadian Days did. I've had that a few times. It's a particular issue with a particular area, and I suspect it's a compatibility issue, but because it's a Windows game, and not all Windows games are going to do this. I had a kernel panic, which I suspect was a compatibility issue with Dark Sector. I was running Proton Experimental, and I have had kernel panic before with either Proton Experimental or something similar. That was actually, I had a kernel panic with something that was running, I think it was Proton Experimental, I can't remember what the game was. Let's see. The problem really is if it happens during a stream. Last night, oh, now Warframe, I can almost guarantee you how to get a crash if I want it, but I don't think I've had that happen during a live stream. Now, kernel panic is the Unix. It's the Linux equivalent of the blue screen of death. Like I said, you know, if you run a computer, you're going to get issues eventually. The problem is if you get it during a live stream. Last night, I think my router, and I'm guessing self-reset for whatever reason, and right in the middle of a live stream, and that messed up. Tony was there. That messed up some stuff fairly substantially. Safely say I wasn't too hugely happy about that. But that was a Wi-Fi. I'm pretty certain that was a Wi-Fi issue. Yeah. The interesting thing is my Mac didn't have a problem, but yeah, no, it was I had all kinds of problems. The stream wouldn't restart. I had to reboot and so on and so forth and what have you. Let's see, what else have I had crash on me? Yeah, not that many. I've had more failures to connect at the beginning of a stream than I have actually had crashes during a stream. That is something that happens, I won't say frequently, but sufficiently frequently to irritate me. Right, that's a lot of fish. What we are going to do is break that down. See if I can set up a couple of fires in here.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Yeah, well, we can't have everything, can we? I'd like Twitch to get fixed so that affiliates, in fact, everybody can get let's see, where can I build a fire here? There and there. That's perfect.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Wi-Fi card. My Ethernet router is way over that way, so it's not practical to run a cable that far. I mean, could do, but the days, I mean, yes, a wired connection is obviously faster. Always will be. But most of the time it's not really it's not really going to make that much of a difference.
Come on, little fire. This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Well, Twitch, I wish Twitch would allow viewers to choose the resolution they stream at. Now, with affiliate status, which obviously I have, it's supposed to allow you to do that, but most of the time it doesn't work. I couldn't tell you why. You see, YouTube allows you to change the change your resolution, but Twitch doesn't unless you have affiliate status, and then it doesn't always work with affiliate status. And Twitch doesn't support widescreen very well. In fact, Twitch still regards streaming at anything except
Barely walk with this much gear.
Interestingly, at one point during the whole registration, oh, congratulations, you become an affiliate kind of thing, it did ask if I was streaming at 2K, by which it means 2160, I think it meant 2560 by 1440. So as far as I can tell, streaming at anything except 1080p is something that Twitch isn't really happy with. And I don't know why. I mean, if I was absolutely dedicated to becoming a big success, I would run one of my smaller monitors. But, I haven't done that, obviously.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Well, Anna, building the fire in here was a genius suggestion, and I am ashamed that I didn't think of it. It's rather cozy, actually. Not that much. Not that much.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Well, got enough fish for a few days. Ooh, I forgot. No, I haven't seen a flagged comment, Danny. I think YouTube just ate it. Unless flagged comments are now just getting automatically deleted.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, sorry about that. You know, it's funny. Throughout all this cooking, I haven't even bothered to check my temperature. I've just kind of assumed that everything will be fine. How much water have I got? Oh, not enough. Probably enough. Cooking through the night. Oh, yeah, Anna and Bubba both yelled at me a lot about not doing that. And then, yeah, even I can learn. Eventually. That'll keep me going for a while. You know, metaphorically yelling. He's not doing what we tell him. He's stubborn. He doesn't know what he's doing. All of which are perfectly true. I had justifications for not taking advice. I always do. Ah, how about that? Now, of course, as everybody knows, that fish isn't actually going to last that long. For all the weight, I mean, I carried back as much as a, what, small bear. Ah. Yeah, it's freezing out here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I'm not surprised. I do not know at this point. Probably pasta. That's normally my lunch. Yep, not going very far in that kind of weather. I think I'm a little excessive on the charcoal. It's food. It also allows me strangely to control costs. I don't change my diet that much, but I keep it relatively healthy. I get to control costs, which allows me to afford things like a new equipment. I'm mildly curious. Is the person in chat watching who left a comment on my last stream? It's okay. There's nothing. They commented that what was the expression? A sufficiently robust system can both stream and game. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. This computer I'm using right now is robust enough to stream and game at this resolution at 60 frames a second. Just about everything I try, I can manage that. So I suppose the follow-up is, why do I want a separate streaming computer? Because it will free up gaming for either graphics quality or frame rate and give me added functionality by moving everything over onto a separate computer. I could achieve the same thing with this one computer, but it would probably cost more to do than the separate computer, because I'd have to get at the very least something like a 7090 XT overclocked. Don't know what's the price of that these days. Hang on. Now I'm going to find out. No, 9070, I should say. They are at, well, actually £500-600. Depends which one you want. I've seen some here at 750. Oh, and I would need a small one too, because I've only got a limited amount of space. But if we look at, yeah. Not sure what they cost on Amazon. Let's have a little look. Oh, it's okay. I'm not gone yet. Let's see what price is Amazon. 600. All right. So we'll say 600, between 600 and 750 pounds if I were to do that. Well, that's already pushing into the range of the M4 Mac Mini that I got, because that was 500 for a refurbished. I would also have to get a power supply, because the an overclocked XT 9070 would require at least an 850 watt power supply. So I'd have to get one of those, and those aren't going to be cheap because I have a small form factor system. So you're looking at between, oh grief, 750, 800 pounds, and possibly as high as 900, 950, something like that. It is cheaper for me. And by the way, if I did that, then I could stream while playing the game at the same frame rate that I can currently if I'm not streaming. So yeah, you see, that's one of the reasons I went to an external computer. And even with the cost of a capture card, it's actually cheaper for me to implement that than upgrade this to get my current graphics card's performance. So just in case that person is wondering, I think I did comment reply, but if they're watching at the moment, that's my yes, you're absolutely right, but here's why I am doing what I am. And like I say, with OS X, it makes certain things a lot easier than Linux. Linux is a pain for some things. But yeah, actually, I tell you, I mean, if it was earlier in the stream, I might well head off after the Cougar now. No, I wouldn't. Maybe, maybe not. So I wonder if it stays this cold. I don't need to go after the bear for a couple of days. And I've got enough food here for a few days, I guess.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
And I got a suspicion something on the ice may have smelled me, all nice and stinky and fishy. What am I? Yeah. What am I carrying that's making me so heavy? Oh, not sure. You know what I should have done? I should have left the hammer down on the ice. Oh, let's sort out. Where's the hammer gone? Did I leave the hammer on the ice? Oh no, I didn't. Now I've got to find a place to put the hammer. Not in there. I didn't think I did. Now you can see why I need right. Okay. Let's see. I can't stop. Okay, I've got space in here. I'm just going to tidy up and make up some time, because I don't have to dash this split second, but I do actually fairly shortly. Oh, I forgot about those. Oh, wait a minute. I need to drop them on the floor, don't I? Excuse me a moment while I dither and and do things. And this should be good. That's good. That's good. Let's see if we've got enough space. Yes, I might. Oh, I left it up here. House. Is that all the oil I got? Plus the half-litre I already had on me. Right, well. I am... yeah. Pretty much going to bring this to an end. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow we will make a concerted effort to get ourselves killed. How about that? if we have a nice start to the day and it's not too warm, you know, like one of the starts I had today but couldn't do because I was off doing something else. If anybody's interested, I'll be streaming this evening. In fact, I'll probably be streaming Warframe this evening. Yesterday's stream got some interest. I'm going to continue with that. Because there is something I'm actively working on. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you everyone for watching. It is much appreciated. Thank you to the person or people, I haven't checked yet, who did subscribe. That's very nice of you. Helps the channel grow. And in fact, oh, hang on a second. I have a comment. Hang on a moment. Let me see. Nope, that's the wrong one. Give me a second here. I just realized somebody said something. Do I want to respond to it? No. In fact, the funny thing is, in fact, the reply I got in the comments was just upgrade the computer to account for the excess load and I won't need a second computer. Except, of course, that it's actually cheaper for me to get the second computer. So, if you're in chat, there you go, there's my... sorry, not in chat. If you're watching the stream, there's my answer to you. And I will reply in the comments as well. Anyway, like I say, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you next time.